Hello everyone, can everyone hear me all right? Okay, it's a common phenomenon, but we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna have everybody scoot forward, 4 big scoots. So then that way everybody who comes later can join behind you all and not disturb the group. Keep coming, keep coming.
Iron doesn't bite.
I don't bite, yes. Thank you. Oh yeah, Raghav has a good idea. Take whatever is not being used and pass it to the back. One time when I was in an airplane, the flight got delayed, they had us do the toilet paper relay. Reminds me of that. Welcome. How many of you are attending a Kirtan for the first time? So nice to see new hands. And how many of you are familiar with Kirtan but maybe haven't done it in a long time? Okay. So today we're celebrating a holiday known as Diwali, or the Festival of Lights. Heard of it? A little familiar? It's gained popularity in recent years. So Festival of Lights, or Diwali, occurred this past Monday, but we're celebrating it in the studio today. And it's a special time in India, actually. There's lots of festivals going on. There's lots of happenings. So today we're actually going to be celebrating 3 festivals. And each kirtan will be a representation or a celebration of a different aspect of culture in Bhakti Yoga. So yoga hopefully sounds familiar. What is Bhakti Yoga? Bhakti Yoga is the yoga of love and gratitude. So you might be like, okay, I know about yoga asana, but what's the yoga of love and gratitude? Bhakti Yoga is actually the original form of yoga. If you read the Bhakti Yoga literatures, it talks about all the different 8 limbs of yoga. Or even if you know about Ashtanga Yoga or various vinyasas, it all stems from this concept of Bhakti Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga is a yoga on how to live. Something that you don't just do in a studio like this, but how do you react to the world around you? How do you interact with the world around you? How do you adapt to the world around you? And it gives powerful tools like an instruction manual, which can help empower us to find happiness within without letting the interference from the outside world impact us and cause disruptions in our life. And it seems like nowadays more than ever, disruptions in our life are so common because of everything happening outside of our bodies. Just so much happening in the world. So in Bhakti Yoga, there's this one specific form of meditation known as Kirtan. Kirtan is a form of musical mantra meditation. You can see we have many, many wonderful people up here who will be guiding us on this journey of musical mantra meditation. And it believes in the power of conscious sounds. The idea that sound carries consciousness, the tone of my voice, the music we listen to, it all impacts how we feel. A way I like to think about it is if we didn't have soundtracks to movies, it would be quite a boring movie. I watched an experiment or a YouTube video which showed before and afters of when a soundtrack was added and when it wasn't added, and it's such a stark difference. We take the soundtrack for granted. It's a good job when you realize it's not there. So similarly, we have a soundtrack to our lives, and it influences the emotions we feel, how we perceive the world around us. So this form of mantra meditation utilizes Sanskrit mantras, Sanskrit being one of the oldest languages in the world, to help us connect with our inner self, our soul, to perform a type of meditation which engages all the senses. We have 5 senses, right? We have touch, what else? Sight, smell, hearing, and taste, the tongue. So in mantra meditation, we try to engage all 5 of these senses. It's hard not to engage them. They're always active. Even when you're sleeping, they're active. I mean, you wake up to an alarm clock, you wake up to hearing something. So this form of meditation is very practical in that sense, because you apply all of your senses. And you might ask, how do I apply it? Well, it's a call and response form of meditation. So the goal is you hear the mantra, but then you also utilize your tongue in repeating the mantra. And you want to create a loop where you use your tongue to say the mantra, but you also hear it back in your ears, and you'll realize it's actually a lot harder. It's a lot harder than it seems, because you will catch your mind going to various objects in the world. I mean, I do it all the time. I'll look at it and be like, oh, there's like a flower petal from our flower festival still hanging off the chandelier. It's not there anymore because I took it away. But I do it a lot, and some people are blessed with the ability to concentrate very well. I'm not one of those people, but my encouragement to you is to always bring your mind back to the mantra, hear every syllable. And we're going to be chanting a few mantras today. Hopefully they're pretty simple. We try to keep it to just a few words, so you can actually concentrate on repeating the mantra, because that's the most important part of this form of practice. That being said, the first kirtan, we're going to be celebrating the Vali. So there's a beautiful story behind the Vali, where 5,000 years ago, there was a personality named Ram, and he had a wife named Sita, and they were exiled from their kingdom for a duration of time. And during that duration of time, Ram's wife Sita was kidnapped by an evil personality known as Ravana, and he was kidnapped and taken all the way to Sri Lanka. So now Ram is on this epic quest to get his wife back. Perhaps this is where Super Mario Bros. And that whole storyline came from. But he's on this epic quest to win his wife back, or not win his wife back, but get his wife back from this evil personality. And using the help of many other animals, and especially there's a personality named Hanuman. Maybe it's a name some of you have heard about. Hanuman is known as a divine representation of like the monkey god. So he, along with thousands and thousands of other monkeys, build a bridge from the southern tip of India all the way to Sri Lanka. And Hanuman sets fire to the whole village of Sri Lanka, and they capture Sita back and they return. After which then Ram and Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman, they all have a huge celebration, or rather a huge celebration is awaiting them when they return to their city of Ayodhya, or the kingdom of Ayodhya. And there, all the citizens are waiting to welcome them, because it's a symbolic representation of righteousness over darkness, or light over darkness, good over evil. And today, you all get to play the part of being the villagers in this kingdom of Ayodhya, welcoming back Ram, Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman. And we are patiently awaiting their arrival. And you know, when you celebrate a birthday, we sing happy birthday. But today we're going to be singing this mantra, and hopefully through the tunes and the different ragas we explore today, you'll be able to feel the different emotions that the villagers in Ayodhya were experiencing as they were anxiously waiting for the return of these personalities. And once Ram returned to the kingdom, he was then put to the position of king as a righteous leader, someone who represented dharma, or true purpose. So this kirtan, or this mantra, has a few words. We'll do a practice run. So the first phrase is Shri Ram Jai Ram, and you can repeat after me. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. And then there's Sita Ram Sita Ram. Sita Ram Sita Ram. Jaya Jaya. Jaya Jaya. Sita Ram. Sita Ram. And thanks to ChatGPT, we have a representation of what that may have looked like. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Your turn. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Call out with your hearts. Imagine you haven't seen someone for 5 years, 10 years, 14 years. Reach deep within. Use your voice. All together, please. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri once more, all together. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. We've just received news that Ram, Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman are nearing the village of Ayodhya. Maybe in today's terms we'd say 1 kilometer, but they're slowly walking and marching their way to the city. We can hear the birds chirping. We can hear all the animals slowly marching along with them. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. 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 Sitaram, Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Sitaram. 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 There they are behind the tree. Can you see them? I'm kidding, you won't see them. You can't see them because we haven't welcomed them yet properly. So let's pick it up a notch. Sitaram, Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Sitaram. Sitaram, Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Sitaram. 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 Sitaram, 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 Sitaram, 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 Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Sitaram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. One last time, all together, please. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. So we typically like to infuse our events with a little bit of wisdom because, like I touched on earlier, Bhakti Yoga is a practice which has many layers to it. And today we have Amritanand who will be joining us. He's been practicing Bhakti Yoga for over 30 years? 25 years, getting to 30 years. And he was actually, when I was a baby, he held me in his hands, and so I'm very, he used to play with me, so I'm very grateful that he is here to share a little bit of wisdom, especially about this special month in India with all of us today. So we'll do a quick transition, and we will be back in 22 seconds or less.
Hello everyone, welcome again to this immersive Kirtan, wonderfully performed by Ayan and accompanied by all the other his friends. Thank you so much for coming, taking your time to attend this festival celebrations of candles and light. It is said that there are two most important wealth we have in our life. Of this, the first wealth is in terms of money, the wealth we collect working really hard. And the second wealth is time. Both are really, really important to us. However, time once lost, we cannot gain it back. Wealth we can recover somehow or others. So I thank all of you for the core of my heart for sharing your most important wealth with me. So today I'm here to share some reasons why we celebrate this festival of Diwali. So this entire month, this month is, in Bhakti tradition, this month is known as Damodar month or Kartik month. And the entire month, the celebration is centered around the festivity which engages everyone, each and every one of us, with these candles and lights. So why we do that? We want to see the reasons why historically it has been done. Of course, when Ayan was beginning of his talk, he talked about it, that light represents purity, wisdom, and divine presence in our life. And the other reason is the light helps dispelling the darkness. And darkness is a symbol of ignorance and negativity of life. So when there is light, it brings out all the positive emotions from the heart. So this is the purpose of light. This is one way, is the symbolic representation of a light. Also, light signifies, or lighting the lamp signifies the inner awakening and the triumph over the righteousness. Now here in this beautiful picture you see many of these ladies, they're coming together as a community, and lighting the lamps. So we can either light these lamps individually, or we can come as a community and do this beautiful ceremony of, sometimes we call it as a ritual. Ritual means an act of, which is given in some kind of scriptures, and we perform that. But a lot of time we don't know the meanings behind performing those things. However, the scriptures gives, the bhakti scriptures, they give all the details about what should be the mood behind, performing any kind of rituals. There are different varieties of, you might have heard about Vedas. So there are Vedas, there are various categories of literature. So one of the category of literature is Upanishad. So there is a Upanishad named Brihad Aranyaka Upanishad. In that Upanishad, there is a beautiful statement talking about where we are and where we should lead our life to. So there is a Sanskrit terms, these are something written in Sanskrit. This will be difficult for you to understand, but I'll just speak because it's so pure mantras that actually whether we understand or whether we don't understand, it really affects our heart and mind. So before this is my second session over here. Before this session, I took another previous session which I took in, what was it? Yeah, there's another studio where I took a session on how sound affects matter, the physical matter actually. Sound has a capacity to change the physical structure of the body. And this has been experimented by Japanese scientists. And you can also go online and you can do research yourself. You will find those research papers available that they gave various sounds to, different kinds of sounds to sand. And based on different sound, there was a structure formed around this. Sand made a particular design, a pattern. So sound penetrating through our ears not only has a capacity to change our physical structure, However, it also has a capacity to change the emotions, the feelings which you are currently having. Somebody coming and praising us, you have experienced, they uplift you, they uplift your consciousness. However, harsh words, we feel bad after that, hearing that. So it has a potency to change our consciousness. Sound is very powerful. Similarly, light is also very powerful. So here in this particular prayer, it's saying that asato ma sadgamaya. So it is a prayer to the divinity that lead us from falsehood to the path of truthfulness. Second is tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. This is the second line. Lead us from the darkness to the light. So this darkness is the ignorance which all of us have to different degrees. So our prayer to the divinity is, please lead me from ignorance to the path of righteousness. This is light over here indicating the purity. From ignorance, from darkness to light. That's the meaning. And the third thing is, lead us mrityu mam amrita gamaya. Lead us from the death to the immortality. So death, according to bhakti traditions, is a transitory phase. Like all of us have experienced childhood in our own body. I was the same person who was experiencing that. Then some of us, we all grow up, and we are going through different phases of life. So some of us are in their youthhood, some of us are in the middle age, some are older, different phases of life. But the I within has experienced all those phases of life. So that I, Bhakti tradition says that this is the soul. And soul is eternal. That's a good news. So death is a change of body. However, we don't want to keep changing bodies one after another. So therefore, this prayer, the last line is, lead us from death to the immortality. So I wanted to focus on the middle line, which is, lead us from darkness to light. This is a prayer to the divinity. And then the last line saying, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Let there be peace. Let there be peace everywhere. Let there be peace. This is very much needed in the current day and age. Now the celebrations of lights and candles has a purpose. And the purpose behind this is to be in a grateful mood and a prayerful mood, not only just in this kind of setting, where it is very conducive. But prepare ourselves in such a way that, we are grateful for every little thing which we receive. And we thank the divinity, the form of God, whatever form of God we may believe. We offer our adorations. The prayer can be in different ways. Like one is adoration, praising and worshipping God or higher power, right? Something beyond us, Or sometimes, acknowledging the faults and seeking for all the forgiveness for the mistakes we have made. Right? This forgiveness is a very important thing, because if we keep on holding things, actually it is hurting us more than others. So it's very important to forgive others as well as ask for forgiveness. And my experience over past many years practicing the bhakti yoga, the more we forgive, the more we are forgiven. Very easily forgiven. But if you hold on to things, it becomes difficult. Right? And then, expressing our gratitude, as I said earlier, for the blessings we have received. Normally this is my tendency too, that we see that, okay, I don't have this, and looking for things. I want this. We generally look at things higher than us, and it is good to look at that way. However, we also look somebody who is lacking what we have. And that gives us the feeling of gratitude, that I received something which others don't have. Like my hands are working, my eyes are working. We generally don't think about this. One time I had this knee pain, and I normally don't even think about it, but when the pain was there, I couldn't focus on anything except the knee pain. And you must have experienced this, right? If you have some intense pain in any bodily part. So that gave me the thought that I should be really grateful that my knees are working, my hands are working, my eyes are working. So this is expressing or giving thanks to the divinity who is providing us with so many things. And sometimes, we also may ask for things. I need this, I need that. Generally, this is what we go, when we pray, most of the time is a list of things we are needing, something, requiring. That's not bad too, but it's not the highest. We should understand that. Also, one of the very good way of relieving us for things is praying for others. Praying for others is so powerful. When we pray for others, we are given those same things back in our life. Or the prayers could be in the mood of meditation, contemplation. Right? Like, we were experiencing the chanting of the mantras just a few minutes back. Right? That's a prayer. That's a meditation. Right? Or sometimes quietly. So this was in groups we are chanting the mantras. However, we can also chant the mantra on our own, in silos, and focus on each and every word. So this is about meditation and contemplation, quietly focusing on spiritual truth and the presence of divine, feeling the presence of divine. So these are the sum of the reasons why we pray. In the last session, Ayan was talking about intention behind this meditation. This is so important. So these are the intentions. We should be clear of this. We should be aware of this. Otherwise, awareness is such a... most of the times we are not aware, because this world these days, with all the gadgets, it constantly gives stimulation to our mind. So we don't get a break to think, stop and think about things. However, while praying, while coming together and singing glories of the divinity, at that time at least we should take that break. The mind should not waver or flicker. Now, as an individual, when we are praying, the prayers helps us spiritually connect with the divinity. And it can also bring inner peace and comfort. And when we pray in this certain mood, requesting the divinity for providing us with inner peace and comfort, then we get the guidance and wisdom from inside. Yeah. Sometimes, you might have experienced, we want to do something uh, which is not conducive, right? And we get a noise from inside, okay, this is not good. Let's say I have to tell a lie. If I want to tell a lie, right? You feel from inside, no, this is not good. So who is giving that feeling? How we are getting this feeling? So this wisdom and the guidance is given from inside by the divinity. In whatever form we are praying, he gives us the guidance. So for getting those guidance and help for getting all those things and whatever we have, we should be grateful. Right? And we will be only grateful when we are humble. So gratitude, before the gratitude, the humility has to, because we have to, humility means I understand my position. Right? So when we know that I'm not capable of doing certain things, then we become humble at that time, and we're accepting it in front of, at least in our mind, in front of, like we express our feelings to a very close friend. So similarly, we interact with the divinity in Bhakti Yoga. We interact with the divinity as a person, and we take guidance from or seek guidance from him. And be grateful to whatever he has provided. This also helps gradually moving up ethically and morally. This all happens, simultaneously, without even putting efforts. And we are moral. When we are moral, we are ethical. Definitely all the stress, the extra stress, the burden which we carry will go away. So helps in stress reductions. So this is the importance of praying individually. Now, when we pray individually, our previous teachers, they express that there is strength in numbers. So sometimes, or most of the times, we may be praying individually, but sometimes, we must come together as a community and offer our prayer and gratitude. So, importance of praying prayers for the communities, or coming as a community and praying. So this is recommended by predecessor teachers, that in this day and age, this is the best method. Because when we come together, we get strength from each other. And generally, whoever has come earlier, some of them are first timers, have experienced that after like 8 o'clock, when the food is served, we all sit together, we chit chat, and we become long-time friends sometimes. So this creates bonding among each of us. Relationship is improved. Also, when we celebrate like this, we see lights, beautiful lights, candles everywhere. It preserves this old tradition. This is historical. This has like this picture when you, not this, sorry, the earlier picture when Ayan was showing, which is Chat GPT. Right? Now this is history actually. This happened, where the whole entire community came to receive. They were anticipating Lord Ram's coming back for 14 years. And when he came, they celebrated they welcomed him with all these lights and candles. Like other day, I was on airport to pick up somebody, and what happened is I saw a lady. This was like international arrival, so she ran, and her mother was standing right next to me. She ran and jumped on her mother. It was such a nice feeling when I saw that. And they were talking loud, so I could understand that she was out in Singapore for 6 months, and she missed her mother They may be chit-chatting and doing WhatsApp call or whatever it is. But in person, the expression was so much loving and caring. I was touched by that, actually. So this is what actually love does to one. The spirituality can be practiced in different ways. There are karma yoga, there is jnana yoga, there is ashtanga yoga. However, bhakti yoga is yoga of love. Love for the divinity. And when we have love for the divinity, we will have love for each other. But if we don't have love, it's like, it's this literatures, they explain that, love for the divinity is like watering the root of the plant. We can water each and every individual leaves of the plant, of the tree, but the tree won't be satisfied. But if we water the root, then everything is naturally grown. Everything happens naturally. The plant will thrive, plant will survive. So, developing relationship with the divinity will help us cultivate nice relationship with each and every individuals. So sometimes, the communities come to pray for social activism and justice. So they come, some kind of events happen, like 9/11, I remember, happened. There were gatherings everywhere. People were in the prayerful mode. The entire community came together. And people were praying for those who were the families and those who have lost their lives. It was such a touching event at that time. Also, when we come together, it gives us hope and resilience. And as I said, when I begin, there is a strength in numbers. When we come, each of us, provides strength to the other to continue. Right? In one of the teacher, he wrote a very nice poetry. He's saying that ekaki amar nahi paye bal harinama sankirtana. This is in Bengali. That I don't get strength in performing any kind of activities on my own. So when I come together with friends, like-minded people, then I get that strength. So there is always a strength in numbers. So this particular month, there are many historical significances. One of that was explained by Ayan about the receiving Lord Ram. This happened like 5,000 years back. Similarly, another pastime that happened is which we celebrate for the entire month. This is the only thing we celebrate for the entire. Normally, all the celebrations are done for one day, but this particular pastime, I can say, of Sri Damodara. Here you see Sri Damodara, remembering Sri Damodara, happened during this time, around the time of Diwali. And this pastime is so beautiful, I wanted to show a video, about 10 minutes video, regarding this particular pastime, and then I can open up for any questions you have. So before, concluding, also after this particular video, we'll see the lessons learned from this thing. But before concluding this talk, I would like to say that, all of us feel fortunate that, we are able to participate in this and able to celebrate like this. Um, because, not everyone gets to know this. And bhakti is yoga of love. So this gives us an opportunity to cultivate that pure love or unconditional love for each other. So through this particular pastime, we'll see how things happen in why we actually meditate on the pastimes of the Lord. Okay.
Please keep playing, Krishna dear. Your sweet music makes my hard work a joy. No. I'm not making milk, my little angel. Cows make milk. I'm churning butter. Milk! Milk! Oh, you want milk? My little jewel is hungry. And you should have all the milk your tummy can hold. I'll be back in a minute, my darling. Sorry to interrupt you. Oh, Krishna. I know you're hiding. As you have nothing to fear, my clever little darling. I won't punish you for breaking my butter pot. Krishna? Krishna! Have you boys seen where Krishna has gone? Krishna? Got you. Krishna, my darling boy, what have I done? If you are fearful of your mother, who loves you more than anyone in the universe, what will become of you? Yes, I sense danger in the air as well. And you are also quite dangerous. keep you out of trouble. Now, you just sit there while I tie you. I could have sworn I cut this long enough. That's more than enough. No time. Now it has to be long enough. I don't know how it could be possible, my little Krishna, but I get the odd feeling your desire to remain free is preventing me from tying you. How did you? Now be a good little angel and don't cry. I'll be back after I finish my chores.
My Lord, Master of all mystic powers, thank you for releasing us from our curse. Lord Krishna, of course. I am Nalakuvara, and this is my brother, Manigriya. We have been trapped inside those Arjuna trees. The great sage Narad Muni placed us there for being too proud of our material wealth. He said that we would meet the Supreme Lord face to face and be freed from our bondage. And so it has come to pass. We shall be your devotees forevermore. Krishna. What a lot happened here. Who could have pulled down such big trees?
Krishna pulled them down.
Krishna? That's impossible.
It's true. He crawled between the trees and the wooden water got stuck. Then he just kept on going and pulled them down. And then two brilliant people came out.
Two brilliant people?
Yes, they spoke to Krishna. most wonderful boy in the world.
Wasn't it beautiful? Yeah, we all like babies, and the divinity in the form of baby is trying to experience the childhood, what a child experiences in life. So here, little Krishna, this nice video talking about, showing the pastime of Krishna in Vrindavan. And there's a place in Vrindavan named Vrindavan. So here, many lessons can be learned. And the most important lesson to learn here is love surpasses all spiritual practices. The highest form of spiritual practice is love. And if we have love in our heart, that surpasses all the kind of rituals and everything. So divinity is accessible through love, easily accessible. However, you need to meditate upon this. In order to meditate, I just showed you how this is one form of meditation, reading about it, thinking about it. So for the entire month, people, they meditate upon this kind of pastimes, and they offer these lamps. Therefore, if you see the previous picture, I showed that this offering, remembering Damodara. So while they offer this lamp, they meditate upon these pastimes. Not only upon the pastime, but each and every detail of the pastimes. How Krishna looks, how his earrings are looking, how beautiful is his bodily form. So that is the form of meditation we are talking about here. But however, that is accessed through love. Then another lesson that was to be learned is the mother is trying to tie up Krishna. Here it has been shown, because it's just a short video, that she collects a couple of ropes. However, it is described that she gets the rope for the entire town. Still, she couldn't tie. The reason is that our endeavor is needed to access divinity. However, His grace is also needed. Unless His grace is there, we will not get it. So therefore, it's 2 fingers too short. And the third, in fact, there are many lessons can be learned, but I have kept it to, looking at the time, I have kept it to like 3. So our mind is flickering all the places it goes, here and there, and throughout the day we are busy. It said like there are more than 80,000 thoughts that comes to the mind for each and every individual throughout the day. They keep popping. Have you ever observed your mind? How many of you have done that? What did you experience? One thought after another, and it's like, in fact, I'm going to take one session. I told Ayan already how the mind works. So these are all technical details, but in future I'm going to work on how the mind works. There are chain of thoughts. You see a person, and then you see certain things about that person that leads you to some thought like 20 years back. From there you jump to another thought, maybe in the same country or in the different country. It keeps on moving. It's like so flickering. And there are examples given how the mind is so flickering and the reasons why it is so flickering. So mind is beyond our control. However, when we absorb in these thoughts of the pastimes, it can be controlled through that way. That is the practice of the form of meditation which is given in Bhakti Yoga. This is the tradition which we follow, where meditation through things happening around us. So with this, I'll stop here. Any questions, any thoughts, any comments, any criticism, anything is fine. Anyone? So today we are going to offer the lamp. So while offering the lamp, you can also meditate upon what you saw. Okay, if there is no more question, either you understood everything or you've understood nothing. I don't know. In any way, I tried my best to explain the reasons behind why we celebrate the Lights Festival. So these are the two. One is about Lord Ram and Lord Krishna. These are two examples we gave. But there are many other festivals that happens during this time. And they all different times during the month, for different reasons. There is historical event that has happened. We remember those things and offer our prayers, offer our thoughts with love. Thank you so much. Yes.
Well, I just wondered, what does the name Damodar mean? And how does that tie in?
So udara means the belly area. And Dhamma means actually they are trying to bind. So Mother Yashoda, her name is Yashoda. So she is trying to bind Krishna through the rope in her at this position, at the belly position.
Oh yeah, like we saw.
Yes. So therefore that is Damodara. Yeah. Thank you. It's a good question, yeah. Thank you.
So, like Amritanand mentioned, we're going to sing a little poem which talks about this story. It's very beautiful. It's in a very beautiful raga or tune. And is Raghav here? Raghav, do we have like the battery-operated lights that we can hand out? In an ideal world, we'd give everybody an actual oil lamp, but given that we're sitting inside a wooden matchbox, we thought that might not be the best idea. But we hope that this suffices, and like Amritanand mentioned, this will be a representation of dispelling the evil within, or negative thoughts, negative energies, and the way we do it is we offer the lamp first, and there's this idea of Paramatma in Bhakti, which is the idea that, or who's heard of karma before? What goes around comes around. How can karma go around and come around if no one's watching you? So there's this idea that there's a soul, but then there's a super soul who is actually observing you. So the idea is we can offer the lamp, and then we can hold the lamp close to us with a prayer that we can dispel any darkness, negative energies, negative thoughts, negativity we may even hold towards other people. I mean, I'm one who is really good at holding grudges. So this, it's in Sanskrit. It's not something we expect you to sing along. It took me 3 or 4 years to get a hang of it, but rather you can maybe just hear the words and allow it to penetrate deep into your heart. Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashodabiyolokaladavamanam Paramrishtramatyanto Drodutagopya Rodanta Mohornetra Yugmamrijantam Karambojayugmena Satankanetram Muhushashakam Patrirekanta Kanta Stita Grevam Damodaram Bhaktivadam Iti Drik Swalila Virananda Kunde Swagosham Nimajantam Akyapayantam Padiyeshitagneshur Bhaktir Jitatvam Purna Prematastam Satavriti Vande Varam Deva Moksham Na Mokshavadim Va Nachanyam Vrineham Vare Sadapiha Idam Teva Purnata Gopala Balam Sadame Manasya Virastam Kimanye Idam Te Mukham Bojamatyantaniler Vritam Kuntale Snegdaraktasya Gopya Muhushumbitam Bimbaraktadarame Manasya Virastam Alam Lakshalabhye Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabodho Kajalabdi Magnam Kripa Drishi Vrishyati Dinam Bhatano Grihane Shamamajnamidi Akshidrishya Kuveratmajau Baddha Murtaiva Yadvat Tvaya Murchitau Bhakti Bhajau Kritau Cha Tata Prema Bhaktim Swakam Me Prayacha Namokshe Graho Mesti Damodareha Namaste Stu Dhamne Spruhadipti Dhamne Tvadiyo Darayata Vishvasya Dhamne Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam Swaram Satchidanandarupam Lasata Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Jayo Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe. Thank you. I mean, for the longest time, my parents would sing this, and it felt like a lullaby, even though I had no idea what it meant, because the tune was just so beautiful. So that brings us to the last kirtan of tonight. So we've celebrated 2 festivals so far. The first was Diwali, the second one being about Sri Damodara in that month. So now this third one is really close to my heart because it is, you might ask, why is it a festival? It's the day when, so there's a prominent Swami, and he is the one who brought this bhakti tradition to the Western world. At the age of 69, he traveled via cargo ship from India to America. He had 2 heart attacks on the way here, and he just traveled with 70 rupees, which you can imagine wouldn't get you very far in New York City. And this Swami, he traveled the world 14 times in the span of 11 years at this age. I mean, I struggle to even go to India once a year. It's such a austerity to sit in a little tiny flying tube all cramped up with people coughing and yelling and crying and doing every sort of thing imaginable in your personal space. But he traveled around the world 14 times until he passed in 1977. And in that time, he established 108 bhakti yoga centers across the world, even in the most difficult places, such as the Soviet Union. He was there just 5 days, and he established a huge center there, a huge community of people who resonated with the teachings of bhakti. And today, 60-ish years later, there are about 2,000 centers like this one, if not, this is very small, but over 2,000 centers which practice this yoga of love. So today is the day when he passed away, and we just wanted to commemorate that and just remember, everything that this one person has done for spreading this philosophy of love to some sorts. And I thought that was an embedded YouTube video, but I guess not. This was a video of the very first Kirtan that happened in Tompkins Square Park in New York City. And here we have a picture of it. He just sat down underneath this tree. The left side or the right side picture is the tree today, and the black and white is, of course, the original picture. And he sat down next to the tree with just a small drum and a pair of these metal cymbals, and he just started chanting this mantra known as the Maha Mantra, which just has 16 words. And over time, it became a cultural phenomena. The Beatles picked up on it. They loved talking with the Swami about spirituality. Some of the Beatles' works have influence from the Swami. You may have heard some of the songs like My Sweet Lord and many other releases around the time. You can see that these are the number of people, for instance, who would gather with the Swami to just do kirtan or this form of mantra meditation. I mean, we're probably like 5 people in this picture. But you can see how he was able to touch the hearts of so many people just through this form of meditation. There was an article in the New York Times about what he was doing and helping essentially share this yoga of love. So just wanted to speak a little bit about him because he is an inspiration for me. And in Bhakti Yoga, I was kind of talking about last week how we pride ourselves on plagiarism because we just copy and paste what the Guru tells us. We're not trying to create a new philosophy, but rather just repeat what we're being taught. And this A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada is a guru in this line of teachers known as the Guru Parampara, who essentially learned from his guru, who learned from their guru, from their guru, from their guru, from their guru, all the way up. So he's one teacher in a line of gurus. So to end tonight, we will chant a little bit of Maha Mantra. And Maha means the greatest mantra, mind, man means mind, tra, to free. So this is the mantra that's prescribed in this age as the mantra that helps free your mind from, someone want to name something you want to free your mind from? Politics. Oh, great. We got in there. What else? Stress. What else? Everybody else is fully peaceful. Please come tell me how you are. Whatever it might be, we're all dealing with our internal battles. So this mantra is prescribed in this age as the mantra that carries the power of all the other mantras. And it's really beautiful. It has 16 words, and we can do a practice run. It's Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is Niharika here? You want to sing? Oh, okay. I really wish the video played because it would show you how Kirtan traditionally, while some people would prefer to sit, many decided to get up and dance and chant and make it really a full body meditation. So if you find it your calling, if you feel open to the challenge, I encourage you to stand up, and whether it's just a small little side step or maybe Shruti can lead us in some simple dance moves. But it gets energy flowing through our bodies. I mean, after all, when you are the most excited, you stand up and dance, or at least do a little jump. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Your turn. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. One last time all together with all your hearts, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Oh wow, everyone's standing. Thank you so much, everybody, for participating in today's special event. I know we went through a lot of different territories and stories and festivals, but hopefully it was enlivening, interesting, educational, inspiring, whatever emotion it may have invoked. Before we conclude and go to the best part of the event, which is perhaps the food, I wanted to thank everybody who helped make the event possible. And sorry, the font is a little small because it took a lot of people. But we had Kavita, Neela, Bhakti Priya, Srujana, Meenal, Raghav, Prabhakar, Shruti, Rahul, Sanchit, Prabhita, Mark. Thank you so much to all of these wonderful volunteers who helped with various aspects of the event. In addition, I wanted to thank everybody who helped with the Kirtan. We had Amritanand on the drum and with the talk. We had Katie singing backup vocals. We also had Dani singing with us. We had Arisha on the cymbals. And we had Bhanu playing the flute. And I'm always grateful when Bhanu visits us because he has to take the bus and it takes an extremely long time for him to come, but his flute really just elevates the Kirtan to another level. So thank you once again. And finally, most importantly, a big round of applause to all of you, our Kirtan singers, dancers, chanters. So real quickly before we wrap up, some announcements or interesting events that may be inspiring for you. We have a new series starting on Tuesday, October 28th called The Living Mantra. And it's a foundation of essentially some of these Sanskrit mantras that we chant. How does sound carry consciousness? The science behind Nada Yoga, the yoga of sound. And it's a really scientific exploration of sound, and it's actually based on curriculum that Amritanand provided us. So trust me, it's really fun, really interesting. It gives us a cool fusion of spirituality and how science can actually support spiritual practice. In addition, we just started a book club. We just had the first session, but it's not too late to join. It's a book called The 4 Questions. It talks about 4 questions, such as what is my purpose, what is the lesson, how may I be of service, and where am I investing my attention right now. So they're covering a question each week. It's a wonderful community inside of a community, a small group of seekers who meet every Tuesday just for some insightful discussions on spiritually related books. Upcoming events, we have a special Kirtan Soulfest next week as well to celebrate Halloween. So we will have spooky Kirtan tunes. So do join us for that. It'll be fun as well. And then we're here the Saturday after that, and 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 probably 2 more Saturdays before we take a break for the new year. And finally, these are some upcoming events. If you would like, you can join us for any of these, all of these, some of these, none of these, or just come back to the Kirtan if you desire. But tomorrow we have an Ayurvedic desserts cooking workshop. Believe it or not, Ayurveda has a huge amount of wisdom when it comes to sweets and how they inspire us and how they affect us. And they're not actually all bad if done correctly. So we'll be making some desserts in the studio. On Thursday, November 6th, we have a gong event, a new moon gong immersion. And then November 7th, we have a workshop to reclaim your attention in the age of distraction. I don't know about distraction, but I'm always distracted. So it'll be a fun workshop. The instructor makes it really interesting with fun activities and games to really, it reminds me of being in kindergarten again, but, of course, not exactly like kindergarten, but same mood. It brings out your inner child. So that being said, thank you so much, everybody. If you would like to stay connected, that QR code takes you to our WhatsApp announcements community, which probably has the most up-to-date information, and you would be the first to know about any changes that happen. But thank you so much. Now some quick procedural-related things. To get food, we will exit out this door right here, re-enter in through the entrance, and we'll have some wonderful volunteers waiting to serve. Raghav, do we need some volunteers, or are we all set?
Sure, 2 volunteers would be great.
Okay, if anybody wants to volunteer and help serve some food, Raghav is looking for 2 to 3 volunteers. You can meet him at the table. Thank you so much, everybody. Please enjoy some food and stick around. Thank you. Yes. Next week if you can come. No, yeah, for the Halloween one. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.